Hello friends, in advanced web designing we were looking CSS. In that we have already seen inline CSS, internal CSS, but still we are remaining with some properties. So we will see which properties we can add in CSS and we can make our program more attractive. See, these are the CSS properties that we can use in inline CSS or in internal CSS. We have already seen this color property, background. The font weight is new for us. So here are the values that we can give in the program, and these are the examples here. We will see the example in program. This font style, the values are italic, oblique, that we have already seen that italic property. Now we will see what is oblique. Text decoration is important because the question will be asked in the exam in this topic or on this topic. Text align, the values are simply left, right, center or justify. Font family we have already seen. The example is Arial, Vardhana or any font name you can use. Font size we have already seen. The letter spacing is new for us. I will show you in the example. Padding, border, these all things I will show you in the program one by one. So let's see the program first. I have made one program for you here. In this, see, this is the example of internal CSS, and I have taken a style tag to internal CSS, this h1 tag, h2 tag, h3 tag and p tag. So simply I have taken here a color property. Text decoration is line through. So how it will appear we can see in the when we run the program. Text decoration is underline here. Font family I have taken here Arial for h2 only. Color blue for h3, color green for h2 and color red for h1. And text decoration for h3 is overline here, and its font style I have taken the oblique here. So we will see how it will appears. For p tag I have taken color maroon. Its font size will be 30 pixels and font weight is bold. This font weight we can also give in pixel size. How much pixels you want in the program, that you can specify here. So let's see how this things works. So I'm running this program and you can see here, see it's line through, underline, overline, and the p tag is getting in the maroon color and the oblique is given here, so it is appearing oblique. See, h3 is font style is oblique, so it looks like oblique, and its text decoration is overline, so the line is getting appear over the text, line is getting under the text, that's why its text decoration is underline, and in welcome its line is going through the text, so it is line through property. So let's see more properties that are remaining, like letter spacing. If I letter space, let's see, if I give letter spacing, letter spacing 20 pixels, let's see how it runs. I will run the program, refresh this. Let's see, the letter space of the more properties is 20 pixels. The every text is having 20 pixels distance in between, so that is the letter spacing. And if you want to see more, if we pad this for h1, let's see this padding property. the H1, if I refresh this, H1, the padding from left side is 30 pixels. So the distance for left alignment will be its padding. So it will be always appear 30 pixels ahead from its left alignment. That is your padding property. Next is border. If I will give border for H1 tag green here, suppose this, I will simply paste it over here. The border of H1 will get appear green here. Let's run the program again. So these are the values of border. You can give these values also: solid, double, groove, ridge, inset, outset, dotted, dash. So you can specify like this. These values can be there. So if I give the property value is double, border of H1, if I give double, then its border will be getting appear double here. Let's see, we will remove this padding so we can see output more clearly. See, and if I now the color of our H1 is already given red, so it is appearing in red. If I give it solid, then it will be in solid border. If I give groove, let's see how it appears. Groove, it appears like faint lines. Okay, so this is about border. You can try this ridge, inset, outset, all things. We will try dotted and dash. Let's make dotted here, dotted. So it will appear dotted, and if I make this dashed, so it will appear like dash. See, so this is pretty interesting here. Next property is background image. So you have to simply add background image in body tag, so your image will get appear. Let's see, we can give here, if I internal CSS this body tag and background image and its let's see it's how it how we can give here background image URL, and in bracket, in round bracket, we can give the address of that file. So we can give we can take images from pictures here. So if I take this penguins, so I have to take the address from here, copy this into here, and the name of the file is penguin. So simply I can copy the name and paste over here, JPG. Let's see how it works. So sometime it's having problem. I have to add this file in the same folder of this receding file. So I will show property background image were not appearing, right? So I will show you the last example first. See, I have taken a body tag, and in background image I am taking this penguin image. Last time we were trying to add the address, but it was not appearing. I have already told you that I have to take this file in the same folder that the program is residing. So see, I am taking this file in the same folder that the program is residing, and now I am simply giving the name and its extension, so it will appear. So it will appear like this. So background image can be appear in the CSS. So that's all about the more property. I hope you understand and you like this video. Thank you so much.